Hello. Welcome to the Free Bin, the Toledo, Oregon Public Library's podcast. I'm Harrison.
And I'm Cindy.
Cindy has a surprise for us today.
I do?
Well, your topic. You found an interesting conversational tool, it sounds like.
I think we need to, lighten things up a little bit around here. Yep. And so we're going to do I think we're going to do some rapid fire questions for Harrison that are random, and then we'll answer some other ones. And then you can ask me rapid fire ones, and you have to answer like the first thing that comes in your head.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll do that.
But it is kind of a lighthearted one. It is almost the end of July, and that's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Crazy. So, we are pretty much down to one thing left in July, and yes, in the news department. And it is the Story Trackers, which meet tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And Story Trackers, for those of you who don't know, you join the den. And you come and you read books and watch movies and play games and, you do that. And then you come.
Do that on your own time.
And then you get badges for the things that you read or watch. And there's specialty badges. You get a sash to earn your badges. You can make your own little den hat. And then you can get lots of recommendations and maybe find your tribe, because a lot of people read their books and think nobody else likes this genre, just me. And you will find, I think, amazingly that there are a lot of people in this group who really like what's going on.
We are one of those professions where, confidentiality is a central thing to what we do,
right?
Which means we learn when there are 10 people in town who probably all think that they are the only person who's into that genre or that hobby that they're into. But of course, we can't just be telling everybody, hey, there's this other guy you should call, because we can't disclose what people are reading. But this is an opportunity for people to come and share those interests, what sorts of stories you like to consume.
Yeah. So it's at 2 o'clock tomorrow at the library. You don't have to have prepped for this. So if this is your first time, just come and learn what it's all about. Applaud people as they get their badges. And we have a lot of fun just chit-chatting about what we've read and what we're doing.
Yep.
So the other thing is, it is... again, and we've announced this quite a bit. So we won a grant from the American Library Association, Transforming Communities, Accessible Small and Rural Communities Initiative grant for $10,000 here at the library to update our programming, our physical building, a lot of things we can use this grant money for to make our library more accessible to the people who use it. So one of the requirements of the grant, which have been really fun because I've done 2 of these so far, and the third one is a community conversation here at the library on August 11th at 6 p.m. And it is for anybody in the community. Maybe you have a child who has a disability, or you have an aging parent who is in a wheelchair or walker, or you have some connection to that community, or you just are a concerned citizen and want to have more say in the library's accessibility plan. Please come to this conversation. We really are trying to get a feel for what the community wants, because that's what we are. We're a community library. It's important to us that we reflect in our library the community that we live in. So that is August 11th at 6 p.m. I think that is a Tuesday night. Please just come out. It's about an hour and a half. It's guided, so it's a guided conversation. And, we will have a talking log if we need to use that, but I don't think we need to.
No. And when you do accessibility right, everybody benefits.
Oh, absolutely.
Universal design, what may be a necessary feature for one person is a convenience for a bunch of other people. We all benefit from this.
Right.
And so, come and hear what we're doing, contribute ideas.
Yeah. Find out how you can help and be a part of that. And honestly, as a person who is not, I don't feel aged, but I do feel like the majority of my life has gone by. Because I don't think I'll live to be 120. So I'm more than halfway. That I might not need that now, but I might need it in the future. So why wait until I need it when I can put it in place now? Mm-hmm. When I can say, hey, you know, maybe we need this, or maybe we need to make sure that our aisles are wider, that wheelchairs are more accessible in our library. You know, I mean, anyway, so come on down and enjoy that conversation. It's always fun to get together with people in the community and hear what they're thinking and catch up on the goings on. Toledo is a very warm and welcoming place for people, and we want it to grow in that aspect. There are next week, I guess there's 2 more things in July. So there's Story Trackers on Saturday. There's Story Time. Oh, this is 3 more things. Story Time on Wednesday next week, which is the 29th, 10:30 in the morning for the littles. And then the Oregon Coast STEM Hub is coming. Wow, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
July 30th. They are bringing STEM stations for all ages, so everyone can come and explore their STEM stations, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. So that is at 10:30 on July 30th, the Thursday of next week. Mm-hmm. So don't forget that. We have 3 more programs after that in August, and they are all pretty cool. So we'll make sure you know what's going on.
Gee willikers.
Gee willikers. Okay.
All right.
So I brought a beverage.
You brought a beverage and a tool.
And I am all about recycle, reuse. And so I bought a 50-cent bottle opener because we've run into this problem before where, we're trying to open something for our beverage and it's not working.
Yeah.
And then you have to like pop it on the edge of the counter or something hedonistic. Anyway, this is Fire Brewed. What that means. Sprecher cream soda.
We've done this once before, but I think I think it's time to revisit this one because I remember liking this one.
Okay. I didn't realize we'd done it before. I will tell you, though, it's got a lot of calories in it. Anyway, this is a bigger bottle. It's a big bottle of cream soda from Sprecher's. And I like Sprecher's root beer. Mm-hmm. It is handcrafted, kosher, and gluten-free.
Nice.
So.
And while Cindy pops that lid with her tool, I want to take this opportunity to discuss my new tool. We have our student workers, our TIE program workers are helping us sort and go through some of our storage areas. And they found this piece of wood in there. Ooh. One of them very graciously gave me this piece of wood. It's great. It's I don't know if it's a piece of molding from a door. Maybe it was a shim for something, but it's about like 30 inches long. It fits right in your hand. It's long.
Oh, man. And that stick can be a lot of things.
It's got good weight. You can poke something with it. You could get it under a couch and pull stuff out.
Yep.
I don't think you could kill a spider with it real well. Like, it doesn't have that kind of end. It's not really for that, I don't think. No. But it feels, just hold this thing.
Oh,
it just feels good.
If you whack somebody with it, it'll hurt.
You could. You said it. I didn't say it.
Well, when I lived in Portland, my husband gave me a lead pipe to carry around in the side of my car.
Man, that's like Streets of Rage. Well, just like a lead pipe, just hit crouch and pick it up. And
I mean, it was we lived in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
The neighborhood has changed. It's a good neighborhood now. It got some revamping, but initially when we lived there, he's like, I'm just going to put this in your car. Okay. So, But, you live and learn. Yeah. And we even lived in the Midwest, but we never lived in Chicago. So he probably would have put something else in my car if it was Chicago.
2 lead pipes.
2 lead pipes or a bigger one.
Yeah.
Or just don't drive there.
That's for the boss fight.
Yeah, right. All right.
Look at this.
So, I love the smell of this cream soda.
It's all coming back to me.
Okay, ready? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
a good one.
You can taste they smoke it or do something with it.
Fire brewed. Fire brewed. It must be like brewed over like a big black kettle and they brewed it over fire.
I don't know what they do, but it has a smokiness kind of like not like a single malt scotch, but like a little bit of like a blended, it's subtle. It's
It is,
smooth.
and it's the aftertaste is not yucky.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of cream sodas you get kind of a bitter.
Mhm.
This is really nice, though. This is a really nice cream soda. So
It is. I highly recommend
we
this.
recommend Sprecher cream soda. You can get it at your local grocery.
Yep. That's the
That's good.
it's the scotch of cream sodas. Spend some time with this.
Yes, and try their root beer too.
Is that smoked?
It might be. I don't know. I haven't looked at the label to know if it's smoked or not, but it definitely is good root beer. So, cheers to that.
Nice.
I give that 4 stars.
Sorry, I ramped the volume on that. If people are driving right now, they're just grabbing the knob. The compressor will get
And
it.
I am going to graciously gift this to the
my
rest within the
gosh.
bottle
Thank you.
because I have a lemonade from lunch, and cream soda and lemonade might not be a good combination for us.
Maybe not.
Okay,
All right.
are you ready?
I'm ready. What do you
Okay.
got for us?
I got random question generator. This is from Conversation Starters. Now, do you find it easy? This is a question for you. Do you find it easy to go into a crowded room and make small talk?
That's a bit of a complicated question. I can walk into a room and start talking to somebody, but I think the things that I like talking about might come off as weird.
Okay.
So I feel comfortable starting a conversation. You'd have to ask the people that I start conversations with if the topic that I will get onto, because it'll be
Right.
something weird. Some like I was spitballing about doing something on, like historical computation devices and things. And I don't know. I don't know if that's something people want at a party.
Right. So I classify myself as an extrovert. And the way I do extroverts and introverts is that extroverts get their energy from being around people and introverts get their energy from not being around people. They kind of recharge on their own. So as I've gotten older, I've gotten more and more introverted in that way as far as recharging. Because I think every extrovert at some point hits the wall where they're like, okay, I'm done. I cannot talk to any more people.
I think for me, it's like social interaction is like a big snake. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable around it.
Okay.
But the way you make yourself comfortable, if there's a big snake just roaming around the house, grab it by the head.
Right. Okay.
And then you've got the snake under control, and it's less nerve wracking.
Yeah,
And so
okay.
my instinct is just like I grab the snake so that I've got it, and that kind of calms me down. But still, it's like and I apologize to the snake people. Snakes are wonderful. I wouldn't want a loose snake in my house.
No.
Some people do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm both uncomfortable with social interaction and my instinct is to just go so hard into it that I'm there and I'm managing it rather than soaking in the discomfort. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
because I think it's a learned skill. If you are not comfortable, and that's why I picked this Conversation Starters. If you're not comfortable with just going in and making small talk, chit chat, a lot of people aren't. And you learn the art of that. There's 2 rules I go with. You don't always talk about yourself. And you ask a lot of questions because people like to answer questions because they're probably as uncomfortable as you are. And so once you can get going on that, you can kind of be better at it. Now, I'm not that great at it. I'm not like setting myself up as this model chit chatter. I have a daughter-in-law that I dearly love because she can talk to anybody and they love her because she just makes it all about them. It's like she is only listening to you and she's not distracted by anything else. She just wants to know what you really think. And I think that's the gift of the small talk and the conversation is that genuinely being interested in somebody else.
Yeah.
And wanting to know their story. So if I'm in the right kind of mood, I love doing that. And I love talking to our patrons about their stories and what they like to read and that kind of thing. So anyway, we're going to give you some questions. This is from conversationstarters.com. It's a random question generator.
Okay.
And it's just easy questions. And if you get stuck in a conversation, maybe you can remember one of these and ask them. So we're going to do, how many questions you want to do rapid fire?
If it's rapid fire, should we do 5?
5. Okay. Rapid fire questions. Generating another one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What job would you would not want to have?
What job would not want to have?
Yes.
Copy editor. For conversationstarters.com. Sorry.
Yeah.
What job would I not want to have?
Yes.
Well, I think based on my own past experience, a job that is...
You got to be faster.
I know, I've got to be faster. This is my first one, so I'm not being super fast.
Okay.
I think I've had jobs where I have had to do like heavy like customer service stuff.
Right.
Where the stakes are higher financially and personally for people.
Yeah.
And I love patron interaction here. I love helping people find what they need.
Right.
And sometimes, yes, the stakes do get high.
Right.
But my interaction here is solely trying to help a patron, and there's no other thing to balance out.
Right.
And there's no billing. There's no, you
Right.
know,
So,
unless somebody pays to replace a book, which is, you know, that happens. But so I don't want to make my answer sound like I don't like interacting with the public, because I love that about here. But doing like a high pressure, high stakes customer service, again, some people are just built for that.
Yeah.
Or built for sales and stuff. I can't do that and be joyful the way I can here. Sorry, that was still a too long answer.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
What is one weird thing about you?
Oh boy.
Only one.
Only one?
I'm sorry, that's just a perfect Harrison question.
Well, I guess we'll go with the one that maybe our podcast listeners can't see unless they go back and see some of our video content.
Okay.
But I do have an eye movement tick that is really obvious. Like if you've known me for long enough, and I focus on like 3 to 5 discrete points in a room. And my eyes just cycle among those things.
All right.
It's kind of I don't know what to do with my eyes. So when my wife first met me, it happened so quickly. Like at first she said it looked like my eyes blinked sideways, like the guy from the beginning of Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
That because it's just this unconscious, quick, thing that's just a neurological thing. So that's kind of weird, and you'll notice that if you talk to me. But it's just what my eyes do. Doesn't mean anything.
Would you rather be rich and never find true love, or be poor and find true love?
Oh, that's easy. Love is more important than being rich.
Okay.
I want enough money to, that I should be done with the answer, right?
No, but I was going to say, and so you are poor and found true love.
There we go. Yeah. There you go.
It came true.
Yeah. If I had more money than I would need to like security and recreational needs immediately, just help other people. That's what I mean. And so I guess I just don't, again, I don't have the thing that I would really want to just have a big pile of money for myself. But hey, if you can get use out of it, go for it. Right. But yeah.
Okay. Number 4. What scares you most about the future? Okay, that's not an easy question.
That's not an easy question.
Yeah. See, you get to ask me 5 of these. So
I'll ask you 5, and I know let's see. What scares me most about the future? Planning for the future, I guess, has always been kind of hard for me. That's kind of an anxiety thing for me, is like, worrying about like if I do too much planning, like is it like tempting fate somehow? Like, so I kind of don't, you know, and of course I've had to overcome that some now with, you know, life and family and all of that. But like,
there comes a time when it has to be done.
You have to plan for the future. But I guess the big fear is there a future to plan for? Has always been kind of
that's a big question. That's
thing.
A big philosophical.
Like I guess when I start planning too much long term, like that little voice comes in the back of my head that's like, how do you
the voice of doubt.
You're planning for this? Like it feels you know what I mean? So but I have to get over it. I've had to get over it. And I have to get over it.
Right. Okay, last one. Oh, have you ever peed in the shower? Can we ask that question?
Can we? That's quite.
That's a random question. We went from future planning to
future planning.
Have you peed
what
in the shower?
Scares you about the future straight to have you ever peed in the shower?
Now, if you want to avoid that, we can go on to the next.
I mean, sure. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Even if you're someone who like very, you know, diligently only uses the plumbing for like the specific thing it's for, right?
Right. Yeah.
You were a child once.
There you go.
You were very small and you were learning this stuff.
Yes.
So I don't believe anyone who's real confident in saying no. Ask your parents.
I know. Every baby pees in the bathwater.
Never used. Yeah. So, okay.
My turn.
What do? I just hit generate another random question. All right. It's Cindy's turn here.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Okay. If you could send one message to the whole world, what would it be?
Oh, wow. This is where my personal faith is going to come out.
Okay.
Because it would be trust God.
Okay.
That would be the message I would send. Yeah. And be kind.
Be kind.
But trust God.
That's two messages.
That's true. Actually, if you trust God, you can tend to be kind.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that.
All right. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Question number 2. You're getting through this quicker than I did. I feel like I was going
there might be one that's a little more.
If you were stuck on a deserted island, what would you want to have with you?
Can I have a radio that contacts somebody to come and get me?
That's...
Yes?
I guess
Do I just get one?
I mean, the question doesn't have restrictions on it.
If I were stranded on a desert island, I would not want to be alone. So I would probably want to have my husband with me because he's my best friend and he's smart and he can start a fire.
So that's assuming that maybe stuck implies that you don't have anything that you could use to enact rescue.
And then I'd like to have like a Leatherman tool.
Oh yeah, a Leatherman wave. That's my go-to.
Something that could a tool that you could use to start a fire, and maybe a volleyball.
Yeah, a volleyball, a Leatherman, and
just so
Brett.
We could and Brett, and then we could name the volleyball Walter or whatever.
And you've got a Leatherman, so you could strip some bark off of some trees, make rope. You could make that volleyball way more elaborate than that.
Than whatever what was the name of that volleyball?
Wilson.
Yes,
yeah.
Wilson, not Walter. Sorry, my bad.
All right, is that 2? Are we on to
that was
number
2
3?
questions.
Okay, number 3. What quality about yourself do you value most?
Man, I got the hard ones.
Yeah, these are...
What quality do I value the most? I think I value the most my flexibility. I think I'm a very go with the flow kind of person, although the people around me might not say that. Harrison might not say that. Harrison might be, really? I don't know about that. But I tend to internally flex, so it doesn't come out. So if something comes up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to adjust my day, there's usually a moment in a window of about, that I'm like, I don't want to change. And then it's like, okay, I have to redo this. I have to rethink this.
We'll do it live.
And with that ability to flex, I think comes that I'm a pretty good problem solver. Mm-hmm. And so if a problem comes up, I can think in terms of, okay, how do we solve this? How do we fix this so that everybody is doing what needs to happen and we're still reaching that goal, or we're still making that accomplishment? I think those two things go together pretty well. And I think probably that's a quality that I don't know where it came from. I think just I am a fixer, and that is both positive and negative, because I tend not to be super empathetic or sympathetic with people. I just want to help them fix what's wrong. And if they just want to wallow, I have to go, okay, I'm just going to have to be patient with you, because we could help you. Mm-hmm. But if you don't want to be helped, then I just am like, okay, come back to me when you're ready.
Okay. Was that two or that was three?
That was three.
That three? Mm-hmm. We got two more.
Okay.
Is it possible to have good without bad?
No.
That was fast.
It's okay. Depending. Can you do something good and have it be good? Yes. Can you do something bad and have it be bad? Yes. Would we know what good is if we didn't have bad? Yeah. And contrary to that, would we know what bad is if we didn't have good?
Yeah.
So there is a standard. There has to be a standard somewhere in the world, and where we universally recognize that this is good and this is bad. So loving somebody is good. Murdering them is not. It's bad. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't think you can have good without bad. I think there's good and evil.
They're defined in relation
to
each other.
In relation to one another, I think, yes. Because what do you say when I say taking the life of another person is bad? Mm-hmm. Well, why is that? Because nurturing and helping people grow is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is definitely good and evil.
And this question could be taken a couple different ways, too, of like there's the definitional direction, but then like the way I first read it was like, is it possible to do something good without there being a negative consequence? But it probably is meant to be in that general definitional sense, like you thought.
I think you can do something good, but we can't ignore the fact that in our world, things are bad. There are bad things. Mm-hmm. Whether, and I think people each have their view of something. They go, well, that's bad. And I would say, no, that's not necessarily bad. Or that's good. No, that's not necessarily, there's that. But you have to have one or one and the other, because I don't think you can define one without the other.
Yeah. You're getting the big philosophical
I am.
ones.
Philosophy with Cindy.
Okay. Can we do, are we ready? Should we do number 5?
Sure. Oh, no.
It's the same. It's the first one again. If you could give one piece of advice to the whole world, what would it be?
It hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. Cindy's answer remains steadfast. Shall we regenerate number 5 since it's recycled?
Sure, yes.
Would you rather have summer weather or winter weather all year round?
Well, who's summer?
There you go.
The coastal summer, less rain, more moderate temperatures. But I wouldn't want it year round. I wouldn't want all the time, because, how would you manage that? But I would, and I really do kind of like winter sometimes. I like the snow. But yeah, I don't know that I would want either one all year round. But if I had to lean towards one, it would be summer, because I kind of, the winter dark is hard.
Yeah.
I get tired of it. And if I had to live in darkness, That would be awful. I would not be the flexible, wonderful person that I am.
Oh, good for you.
For me, it would be summer and not really place specific.
Yeah, but see, you're Florida. You're Florida.
But the problem is, but then I would have to qualify that because the people with whom I share my life would be very unhappy to have summer all year.
Right.
So
yeah,
I couldn't just say that because it would just be
right.
It would.
Right.
Nobody else could.
There's a reason that we have those seasons. Because everybody likes a little bit of everything. And when would you put pumpkin spice season? I mean, you can't do it in the summer. That's gross.
And like, I love summer, but fall is my favorite season. I would want, and now I'm just jumping in and answering.
No,
your
that's
question
fine.
already
That's fine.
Answered. I would want summer most of the year.
Okay.
And then I would want... So I would most of the year to be summer. I would want a solid 2 months of fall, like good, Halloween-y fall weather.
Right.
And then 2 weeks of winter when I don't have to work and it's heavy snow and it's Christmas time.
Right.
But just thick carpet of snow on the ground so you don't have to go anywhere. You can just do Christmas and winter and then summer again.
You got to have spring. There's got to be spring.
Got to have spring.
Because the flowers bloom.
Yeah, you can skip right through that as far as I'm concerned. Just get back to summer.
Only in Oregon.
Maybe a month for winter. Maybe more snow.
If I could do snow for winter, but here it's rain. And that's hard after a while. You're like, another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do a bonus question.
We'll
both answer it.
All right.
Ready?
Yes.
What's the best thing about your gender?
The best thing about my gender?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is getting...
That's a good bonus question because we're both
a bonus.
We're both a gender, a different gender.
Let's say, okay, so I'm male, and I don't know that I attribute anything about me specifically to that.
Really?
I don't know that I attribute any specific attribute to a gender. My own anyway. That I'd say is exclusive to that, or is resultant, or is as a result of gender. So yeah, I guess I just don't feel it that strongly of like that. The
best thing about
so
being male.
what's your
the best thing about being female? Well, I understand what you're saying.
And I'll amend mine after you do yours.
Yeah. I do understand the idea that most attributes about being human can be both male and female. And I think that's the way it works. But I think for me, being a woman, I think that the idea that women can have a knack, not necessarily I think women, and this is going to sound a little judgy, but I don't mean it that way. I do think that women are better, for the most part, at multitasking, at finding ways to do things so that you're not just doing one thing. Mm-hmm. You're doing multiple things. And I think that's because on a whole in our society, women multitask because they are more drawn to, in general, as caregivers and caretakers. And that's kind of a skill that is, whether it's acquired or built into our DNA, I don't know. But I think that there is that idea that women, that tends to come for the majority, I'm not saying everybody, because it certainly isn't true about everybody, but it tends to come more easily or naturally to women than it does to men. That's my observations after 60 plus years of being on this planet.
Yeah, I'd say I'd go with you on the multitasking thing in my own limited experience.
But there are men who are really good at it too, so we can't be definitive. And so I'm just answering the question.
Others, but I should circle back to my answer, because I'd say I guess it comes down to perception and how you use it, right? I feel like if there's something to be said about my own gender, it would be that, as unfair as it is, there are people who are more inclined to listen to a man than a woman on certain things. And if I can use that to try to redirect somebody's attention onto a voice other than my own on something, it's not fair, but I guess that's how I would, if I'm approaching this as like a tool.
Yeah.
If I feel like somebody is not being heard, and if me being a man is something that would cause somebody to listen, if I can say, hey, listen to them, listen to her. If me saying that gets people to listen to somebody when they otherwise wouldn't, that's a positive, I guess. But I guess what it comes down to, and again, this is more, I guess it just subjectively, it doesn't really feel like anything to me.
Right.
And that's something that I think I've learned. I know I've learned from people that I've known, like, who, have a, a gender that's strongly felt that maybe doesn't match what those around them would expect that experience to be, like, has taught me that for many people, their gender is a strongly felt thing. Sometimes to the extent that you realize before anyone else does that it doesn't match other people's expectations. And I think that's been a revelation for me in a positive way. I think it's probably made me better to be around, like, especially when it comes to people who really feel their masculinity, right? Because I grew up kind of doing that sort of toxic nerd thing of like, nobody really likes football, right? Nobody really likes this stuff. They're all just pretending to fit in because being a man doesn't feel like anything. They're all just doing this. And then I learned from experiences with other folks that, like, no, for some people it really does. The gendered activities and social role really does feel like something. And so as much as, like, I may have been inclined to, like, sneer at the, like, men's bathroom wipes. Right. As, like, why do we need to gender the bathroom wipes? What do you feel like, there's that part of me that's like, why do you need the bathroom wipes to tell you you're a man? But then it's like, no, but sometimes it really does feel like something for people. Yeah, I think I think I kind of learned that from knowing a couple men who nobody knew they were men until they were later in life, and kind of figured that out. And I'm like, oh yeah, gee, this is something that people really feel. And I need to be not snarky with the football guys, because it's real. But it's just me. It's just like, yeah, okay.
Well, and I think that's an interesting take on it, because this question is just what do you see as the best thing about it? I liked your answer about just that idea that if you have a power to use it for good. And while we don't think that men's voices are more important than women's voices necessarily, but in the reality of the fabric of the life that we live, there are times when I do not get listened to, and there will be times when it's like, well, I need to talk to Harrison, I need to talk to Brett, I need to talk to whoever that is the male figure. It's like, well, I know the answer to that, but I'm bypassed. And that's not necessarily my fault. That's just the way that person is thinking. So to have a recognition that, oh, I have this little bit of power, that I can pass that on. And that's good. All right. Do we want to do one more bonus, or do we want to wrap this sucker up?
I don't know. I went off on a tangent there. But I'm good for another. Okay. You got a place to be, so I'm good with another.
Let's do one more. One more random question.
Okay.
Oh, we know the answer to that one. How and when would you like to die?
See, you paused after how, and for a second I thought that was the whole question.
How?
How and when would you like to die?
I have an answer.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'll let you finish this one then. Let me think. How and when would you like to die? See.
Mine's a quick answer. How? Quickly. When? Not for a while.
Oh, okay. That's your answer?
Quickly, not for a while.
Quickly, not for a while. Boy.
No, but seriously, I think as far as the how, I really don't want to be a burden at the end of my life. And I'm not afraid to die. And so that idea of lingering and causing my family pain bothers me more than the idea of passing on. And I would like to die quickly, say my goodbyes. I live right now because the way that, and this is kind of a long answer, but I think people relate to this. I lost my parents. Both of them are gone. I've lost friends to a variety of things, cancer, COVID, things. And it made me realize when my mother died, this was quite a while ago, and I talked to her the last time I talked to her. She asked me, do you have anything you regret between us? And I said, no, absolutely not, Mom. We have talked it out. What little things we had don't matter anymore. And then when she passed and my dad got sick, and he's been gone now about 6 years, I made sure when we knew that my dad was in terminal cancer treatments and hospice, that anything I needed to say, I said. I was not going to hold back because I was embarrassed or because my dad is not particularly demonstrative at that time. He just wasn't a huggy kind of guy. But I didn't want to live with any regrets. And so I try to live my life saying the things I need to say now so that, and not holding an account or a grudge or it's not worth it. I don't want to regret anything. And I have people that are elderly in my life that I know I will lose at some point. I don't want to have anything there. I want to be able to let them go with generosity and say, there's nothing holding you back here.
Yeah.
And so how do I want to die? I want to die quickly, and I want no regrets.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to die for a while. I kind of like my life. I'm living my pretty good life.
And it was how and when, right?
How and when would you like to die?
Okay.
And if they say in a ball of flames, Harrison, I'm going to be disappointed.
No. Either a stroke or kidney failure of a kind. Sometimes kidney failure can be pretty painless, and like you know something's happening, but it's not. You know, under certain circumstances.
Right.
So I would say stroke or kidney failure, and when the kids are ready.
Yeah, that's a hard one. And as a kid, they'll never be ready.
But but I mean, alternately, and I've probably mentioned this before, like, I'm not the most, I'm not the most outdoorsy person, right? Like, I'm not an adventurer in that way.
Right.
I like to experience new things, but I thought it would be, if you get like crushed by a boulder or something when you're hiking or
that's a good
climbing
story.
on something, the newspaper the next day is gonna say, like, even if you've never gone hiking or running or skydive or whatever it is that you have an accident doing, it could be the first time you do it, and the newspapers are gonna say, like, skydiver dies, hiker found dead. Like, as in terms of the public record, you're a hiker. Like, you might not have left your house for months, but
That's
if
true.
you go then you're forever that thing. So
I'm with you there.
You can't plan for that, but
live your life like you can.
Live your life like you can.
I'm going to go hiking. Maybe I'll get eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
And the headlines will read, hiker eaten by bear on adventure.
Bear. And they'll ask for a picture, like the selfie you took on the trail Like, hey, look, I went outside.
Yeah.
Will be like, wow,
true.
look at that adventurer.
Right. What a way to go.
What a way to go.
Oh, well, I hope that you all enjoyed this episode of
I hope
Random
so.
Question Generator.
We got deep on this.
We did. It's kind of fun. We need to bring in like special guests and say, we're going to randomly ask you 5 rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
Bare your soul to the public.
Some of those are kind of scary. Those are
They
kind
make
of
you
deep
think.
questions.
Well, that's why they call them conversation starters, because you can answer it quickly, but then a conversation ensues, which is, that's my advice for small talk. Bone up on your little conversation random questions and go to your party.
Yep.
And ask someone, how would you like to die?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing's going to start a conversation like that.
Not right now.
Right.
Not right now.
Right. That's
Okay.
true. That's
Okay.
Well, you put that in the creepy context. You come to a party and someone says to you, how would you like to die?
Okay.
Not right now. That's a good answer. I think I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
So you don't want to die. Let's talk about your gender and your
And your philosophy of
and
life.
what would you do on a desert island?
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, it works.
go.
Conversation starters.
Conversation starters.
Yep.
Be kind.
Be kind.
Be kind. Buy the gendered bath wipes that
That you
make
you happy.
feel good. And get a stick. Get a big.
Yeah. Get
I mean,
a tool,
it's
man.
not super big, but it's like it's the weight.
I saw this meme of this guy. He's looking. His bed is like uneven. It's like this little video. His bed's uneven, and he is trying to fix it, and he can't find anything to fix it with. So he runs over to his dad, and he asks his dad, "Hey, I need to fix this." And his dad's like, "I've got just a thing," and he goes and digs it out of his garage. That's what your stick is. It's not particularly valuable right now, but at some point you're going to need it.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to use it, and you're going to justify keeping it in your office for 3 years before you do that.
Absolutely. And we'll all be thankful to
Yes.
our TIE student workers
Dug that out, yeah.
that when something gets stuck in a specific size and shape of crevice,
That's true. I hadn't
I'll
thought
have
of
it
that.
out of there real quick.
That's right. And-
Next to between a thing and a wall.
Right.
I've
Or
got it.
a bird in the ceiling. You could have used that stick when we had the bird in the ceiling to poke it.
I don't think it would have liked the stick.
No, but it might have poked it out the hole.
Maybe.
Might have had to have Brent up there crawling in the hole.
I think it liked Dakota better. I think.
Oh, that's
I
true.
think
It did
he was
come down
the
for
proper
Dakota.
thing to put up in the.
Yeah.
It came down
Yeah.
for Dakota. Had a wonderful
We haven't had that
Disney
for a while.
moment.
Yeah, it was.
came
I have a
right
picture
to
of the
him.
Disney moment.
They sang a song.
They did. Danced around the back room. You
It's
missed
fantastic.
it, people. You
Yeah.
missed it.
Should have been here. Should have been at the library.
So are we saying that Dakota is a Disney princess?
That you'd have to ask Dakota that.
Okay.
That can be one of your conversation
There you
starter
go.
questions with Dakota.
Oh, actually, you could just use the question in general. If you could be a Disney princess, which one would you be?
Oh, Disney princess?
Mm-hmm.
And- Moana.
Oh, okay, because you could call to the sea.
She's got a chicken and
Yeah,
you know,
she does, and
that boat
yeah.
looks fun.
it does. I would be Mulan. She carries a sword.
Yeah, that's true.
She saved China. So there you go.
true.
She's always been my favorite princess, and she has a dragon.
Yeah,
Those dragons are pretty appealing.
dragons are appealing. We may be seeing some more dragons.
That's
around
right.
here.
Teaser. Okay, guys, it's been fun. Maybe
right.
we'll do this with special guests. We should get our city manager
Yeah, we'll bring.
and say, we got
We're
random
doing it.
questions for you.
Come on in. Wonderful.
I think it should be a feature.
Yes, it's a feature, not a bug.
Have a good week.
Have a good week. Talk to you later. The Free Bin is a production of the Toledo Public Library, which is part of the Lincoln County Library District in beautiful Lincoln County, Oregon. Writing by Harrison Baker and Cindy Balek. Original music and editing by Harrison Baker. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of any organization they represent. Good night.